Hello, today we're going to show you how to take apart your Rocking Piston 60 and 80 pump so that way we can go inside and change out the rebuild kit. Here are what the package looks like and the rebuild kits that do come inside. So in the bag you will have 3 bags. You will have one bag that will be all of your seals for the unit, and this one will be your cups for the actual pump, and then these will be the metal tabs that I will show you later. Okay, so first step in going ahead and getting into your pump so we can change out the rebuild kit would be there's 8 screws on the top that we need to unscrew. So it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8. Once we have those unscrewed, we can pop the top off just like so and put that piece down. Next, you will see that in the rebuild kit that we had with the seals, right here, you will see on top that there will be 2 of each. Now if these are worn out, then that's when you go ahead, switch them out, and this is just as simple as pulling them up, putting them to the side, and putting the new ones in. You will also see on the top of this unit the metal tabs that I was referring to that you will need to swap out. Most of the time these pieces are the first to wear down, so if you're experiencing loss of airflow or anything like that, then these are most likely the top concern for that. So like I said, in this bag, we'll have all those pieces, so you can go ahead and swap those out and see your increased airflow. All right, next part is, once we got these fixed out, you can go ahead and actually swap them around, like so. And you will notice that there's going to be other circled O-rings that we can go ahead and swap out, as well as another metal tab. This one is actually the quickest to wear out, so this one will probably be more worn out than the ones on this top part. Simply swap those out, unscrew, and you can do whatever you need to do. Okay, so once we have those, you put those to the side, and you'll get to the internal of the pump itself. You'll see this is where the actual piston sleeve is. We can pull that up, and then under here you will see where you actually have the piston itself will be the actual piston sleeve that we will need to swap out. In order to do this, you will just take this and go ahead, fill it in, and then you would just crank on that, unscrew, and then once we do that, that plate just flips over. You would just simply put that sleeve back on, tighten it up, and then reverse the process. Okay, so the next step that we'll need to do is simply remove, we have these piston sleeves that go on the outside. We'll remove that like so. So now we have both of them off. On this one, I've already started the process. What you'll need to do is take your tool here, go ahead and just unscrew this all the way until you're able to get that off of the actual piston itself. Once that piece is off, the whole little cup will pop out with it, and then you will actually see the piston cup underneath. So now we have that. You can inspect it, see if it's all worn out. If it's super worn out on the edges, then you're going to see increased loss of airflow, but most times these are actually pretty robust and they will last. But once we swap those out, then you can just simply put those back on. You'll feel it kind of lock in place. Once you do so, you can put the screw back on and then just repeat the process for the pump assembly. All right, so for the next step in the assembly, you'll want to make sure to do this. You'll notice on top of the piston, you'll have the actual piece that the Allen key is screwed into, and then you'll have this open slot right here. Now that is by design. So when you put these back on, some customers, they'll kind of put it on, but they won't remember, oh, did I have it facing this way or did I have it facing this way? Well, they're like, let's say we put it this way. Now, if you put this piece on, you'll notice it doesn't necessarily sit flat. Underneath the cup, there will be that screw that holds on that metal tab. We want to make sure that metal screw will go right in to this hole right here. Because as soon as you turn on the unit, if the screw is facing this way and hitting it, then that piston is just going to make a weird sound because it's hitting the top of that plate. We want to make sure that when we install it, that on this side, it'll lay flat right there, and then same on this side. We're going to have it right here, flip it, it's on this side, that's exactly where we need it, and now we can put the top cover back on and screw in all of our screws.